Welcome everyone. Today I'm happy to guide you through crafting something truly special, a charming baby overall through the art of crochet. Get ready to embark on a delightful journey as we create something beautiful together. Let's dive right in. First of all, we will look into the things needed. I'm going to be using milk cotton yarn. We need around 80 grams to complete the project. And we need the 4mm steel crochet hook, some stitch markers, we need the yarn needle, 2 buttons and the pair of scissors. These are the things required. Now let's get started with the project. We will start with a slip knot. First take your yarn and then I'm gonna wrap the yarn around my pointer finger once like this, and then we will hold the loose end like this, and then again wrap the working end on the same finger to create 2 loops on our finger. Then grab the second loop and pull it over the front loop. Now we are ready with our slip knot. This is what it looks like. Now we can just insert the hook into the loop, and then we will pull the working end of the yarn like this. Now we can get started with crochet. First of all, I will show you how to hold the yarn. This is my favorite way of holding the yarn. I will show you how I do that. First of all, take the working end. Now I'm gonna wrap it around my pinky finger once, and then wrap the yarn around the pointer finger to keep the tension like this. And then I'm going to pinch the yarn using the middle finger and the thumb like this and get started with the crochet. And we need to try to maintain the same tension throughout the work. Now I will show you how to make the chain stitch. Now we know how to hold the yarn properly, and then we need to take the hook under the yarn and then turn the hook a little like this and pull the yarn through the loop like this. This is the first chain. I will show you again. We are going to go under the yarn, turn the hook a little and then pull it through the loop. Again, we will go under the yarn, turn the hook and pull it through the loop. Now we have completed 3 chains over here. Just like that, we are going to continue making 35 chains on the foundation. 4. There are some things to remember when you make the foundation chain. In crochet, each chain typically looks like a small V shape. These are the loops created when you make a chain stitch. As you move along the chain, count each V shape as 1 chain stitch. Keep counting each chain stitch until you reach 35 chain stitches. Remember to count each individual chain even if it's hidden or tight. Once you have counted all the stitches, double check your count to ensure accuracy because it is easy to miscount. 5, 6, 7. Like that we will continue until we get 35 chains on the foundation. Now I have my foundation chain ready, and then we are going to work a slip stitch into the very first chain of the foundation to form a ring. So insert the hook into the first chain, yarn over, pull through the chain and pull through the loop. This is the slip stitch, and now you can see that we have a ring like this. And then I will show you how to get started with the first round. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. This is going to be considered as the first double crochet of the round, and then we will go into the first chain after that. We need to work a double crochet into the very first chain stitch here and continue working double crochets all the way along. We will see how to do that. So yarn over, keep the finger like this. Now we need to go into the very first chain after the slip stitch. This is that V of the first chain, and we are going to go into the top loop of the V. So we will insert the hook into the top loop of the first chain like this, and yarn over and pull through the chain. Now you can see that we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, and then we are going to pull through the first 2 loops of the hook. So pull through the first 2 loops. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. Then yarn over and pull through both the loops. This is a double crochet. I will show you that once again. So we need to work another double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, and then we are going to go into the next chain stitch over here. That is the next V immediately after the first double crochet as I have marked, and we will insert the hook into the top loop of that stitch. Yarn over, pull through the chain. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Now we have completed 2 double crochets, and then go into the third chain and work another double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook into the next V after the double crochet, go into the top loop of the V, yarn over, pull through. Now we have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2. Again yarn over and pull through 2. This is what we have completed so far. Just like that, we are going to work double crochets all around the ring. So we need to go ahead and work 1 double crochet into each one of the chain stitches around. So we will just continue to make the double crochets and then meet me back there at the end. This is the end of the first round. Now I have completed 34 double crochets around, and then we need to work a slip stitch into the third chain from the starting point. 1, 2, 3. This is the third chain. Now I'm going to insert the hook into the top loops of the chain stitch here. We are going to go into both the loops of the stitch and then yarn over, pull through the stitch and pull through the loop. With that, we have completed the first round of the work. We are going to consider the first 3 chains as the first double crochet of the round. With that, we have 35 double crochets around. Now chain 3 to start with the second round. 1, 2 and 3, and then we are going to work 1 double crochet into each one of the stitches on top of the double crochets. This is the hole that you started working the chains in. So you want to put your hook into the hole to the left of that, but not just any hole. You want to put it in the hole that is directly under the next horizontal V. So you probably have to tilt your piece a little bit to be able to see the rim and to be able to see that horizontal V. Now yarn over and insert your hook into the hole here under the first V. Yarn over and pull through the V. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Again yarn over and pull through 2. Now we need to just continue making double crochets into each one of the stitches around. Then we will go into the hole under the next V here. This is the hole we are going to work into. So yarn over, insert the hook into the hole under the next V. Yarn over, pull through the stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. Again we will go into the hole under the next V. Yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch here. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. Like that we are going to continue making double crochets all around. Just continue making double crochets until the end of the round and meet me back there at the end. This is the end of round 2. Now we will go into the third chain from the starting point of the round. 1, 2, 3. This is the third chain. So insert the hook into the top loops of the third chain. Yarn over, pull through the chain and pull through the loop. With that we have completed the second round as well. Just like that we are going to continue working 3 more rounds of 34 double crochets. So continue making 3 more rows of double crochets and meet me back there. Now you can see that I have completed 5 rows over here, and then we will work a slip stitch into the third chain to join the round like so. This is what we have completed so far. From here we are going to increase the number of stitches into the next round. So start with round 6 by working 3 chains. 1, 2 and 3, and then I am going to work a double crochet into the very same stitch. After that we will work 1 double crochet on top of each of the double crochets of the previous round. So we need to complete 33 double crochets over here. Now I have completed 33 double crochets, and then we are left with one stitch. There we need to work 2 double crochets into the very same stitch. 1 and 2. And then we will go into the third chain from the starting point and work a slip stitch to join the round. Now we have completed round 6 as well. The next round is also going to be an increase round. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, work a double crochet into the very same stitch. And then we are going to work 1 double crochet into each one of the next 35 stitches. This is the end of round 7, and then we are left with one stitch. There we need to work 2 double crochets into the very same stitch. 1 and 2. Now we will join the round by working a slip stitch into the third chain from the starting point. Like this. Now we need to just leave a little tail for about 1.5 inches and cut the yarn off. We need to complete 2 of these pieces, but don't cut the yarn of the second piece yet. Once we complete both the pieces, we can join them together to complete the body part of the overall. Now put the hook in your loop. There is a right way and a wrong way to put it in. The way you tell is that when you pull on the yarn connected to the yarn ball, the yarn that moves should be on your side, the one on the top of the hook. That way your yarn won't be twisted. You want to pull it until the hook is almost right next to the piece. Remember, you want the loop on your hook to be about the same size as the tip of your hook. Now we will start crocheting again. We are going to join from here into the second part. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we will join the next piece. Now this is where we are going to join the other pattern into the work. So we are going to go into the stitch over here. At the starting point of the 7th round, you can see that we have completed 3 chains, and we are going to go into the 3rd chain from the starting point of the round. So insert the hook into the 3rd chain of the starting point and work a double crochet into the very same stitch. Like this. And then we need to continue working double crochets all around of the second piece, and it's better if we can work over the tail of the work so that it will get hidden inside the stitches. We will get started with the work now. Work 1 double crochet into each one of the stitches around. And then we are going to join the other piece by working double crochets all around, and we will get started with the very next stitch after the chain 3. Here we are going to go into the very first stitch on top of the next double crochet here and work a double crochet into each one of the stitches around. Now if you count the number of double crochets around, you can see that we have 77 double crochets around, and then we are going to work a slip stitch into the third chain from the starting point to join. So go into the third chain from the starting point, yarn over, pull through the stitch and pull through the loop. With that we have completed our round 8. Now we are going to chain 3 and get started with the next round. 1, 2, 3, and then work 1 double crochet into each one of the next 77 stitches. After completing 77 double crochets, we will join the round by working a slip stitch into the third chain from the starting point. Now we have completed round 9 as well. And we have to repeat the exact same thing again and again until we reach round 23. So complete 77 double crochets in each one of the rows until you reach the 23rd row. This is the end of round 23, and then we will join the round by working a slip stitch into the third chain from the starting point of the round. Like so, and from here we are going to work decreases into the next rounds. I will show you how to do that. This is what we have completed so far. Now we will get started with round 24. Start round 24 by working 3 chains, and then we need to work 16 double crochets from here. After completing 16 double crochets, we are going to work a decrease. This is how I am going to do that. Yarn over, insert the hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. Again, yarn over and insert the hook into the very next stitch. Yarn over, pull through the stitch. Now we have 4 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. When you have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. This is a decrease. And again, work 1 double crochet into each one of the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Now we will insert the stitch markers to mark those 2 double crochets. And again work a decrease into the next 2 stitches. So yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through the stitch. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. Again yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through the stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. This is the decrease. Again, we need to work 33 double crochets from here. Now I have completed 33 double crochets and then work a decrease into the next 2 stitches. After that, work 1 double crochet into each one of the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Then we will mark the 2 double crochets by inserting 2 stitch markers into those 2 stitches as well. And again work a decrease into the next 2 stitches. And then we need to work 16 double crochets until the end of the round. Once we complete that, we can join the round by working a slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the starting point. This is what we have completed so far. And then again chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we need to work 73 double crochets all around. Now continue making double crochets, but make sure to transfer the stitch markers into the correct stitch as you work out the double crochets. Now we reach the first 2 stitch markers of the round, and what I'm gonna do is just remove one of the stitch markers, work the double crochet on top of the same stitch, and then insert the stitch marker back again into the double crochet, and again remove the next stitch marker and work the double crochet on top of the same stitch and insert the stitch marker back again into the same double crochet, and continue to work the next double crochets of the round. From here we are going to transfer the next 2 stitch markers as well. So remove one of the stitch markers, work a double crochet on top of the same stitch, and then insert the stitch marker back again. Now we will remove the second stitch marker, work the double crochet on top, and then insert the stitch marker back again. Now we will continue working double crochets until the end of the round. This is the end of the round, and then work a slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the starting point to join. like so. This is what we have completed so far. Again, on the next round we are going to work another decrease, chain 3 and work 15 double crochets. Now you can see that we left with 2 stitches before the stitch markers. There we need to work a decrease into those 2 stitches. And then work 1 double crochet on top of the next 2 stitches. 1 double crochet into the first stitch and another double crochet into the very next stitch, and we will just insert the stitch markers back again. And work another decrease into the next 2 stitches. Now we need to continue working 31 double crochets from here. Now I have completed 31 double crochets. We are left with 2 stitches before the stitch markers. There we need to work a decrease into those 2 stitches. And then work 1 double crochet on top of each one of the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Then we will insert the stitch markers back again. Then work another decrease into the next 2 stitches. After that, continue working 15 double crochets until the end of the round. Now we will work a slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the starting point. With that we have completed round 26. Start with round 27, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And from here we are going to work 1 double crochet into each one of the next 69 stitches, and make sure to transfer the stitch markers into the correct stitch while working out the double crochets. Here we reach the first 2 stitch markers. Remove both the stitch markers and work 1 double crochet on top of the each double crochet, 1 and 2. Then insert the stitch markers back again to mark the double crochets here, and then continue to work the double crochets until you reach the next set of stitch markers. Now I'm gonna remove the stitch markers, work the double crochets on top of the double crochets, and then insert the stitch markers back again, 1 and 2. Then continue to work the double crochets until the end of the round 27. This is the end of round 27, and then work a slip stitch into the third chain from the starting point to join the round, like so. This is what we have completed so far. Now we will see how to create the front piece. Before that, I'm gonna chain 1, leave a little tail and cut the yarn off. Now we will start working the front side of the overall. So we will insert the hook into the very first stitch here, just after the stitch marker, and join the yarn like this and chain 2, 1 and 2. Then we are going to go into the very next stitch here and work a double crochet. We will work over this tail so that it will get hidden inside the stitches. Now we are going to consider these 2 stitches as the first decrease of the round, and then we will continue to work 29 double crochets. After completing 29 double crochets, you can see that we are left with 2 stitches before the stitch marker. There we need to work 1 double crochet decrease. Like that. Now chain 2, turn the work, and then we are going to work a double crochet together into the very next stitch here. This is the starting point of the round, and we are going to go into the next stitch here and work a double crochet so that it will look like a decrease stitch, like this, and then work 27 double crochets. After completing 27 double crochets, we are left with 2 stitches of the row. There we need to work 1 decrease into those 2 stitches. And then again chain 2, turn the work, work a double crochet into the very next stitch here, now we need to work 25 double crochets. Now I have completed 25 double crochets, then we need to work 1 decrease into the next 2 stitches. With that we have completed row 30. Now chain 2, turn the work, and then we need to work 26 double crochets. With that we have completed that round. Again chain 2, turn the work and work 26 double crochets until the end of the row. Just like that we are going to continue until row 35. So complete 26 double crochets until row 35 and meet me back there. Now I have completed up to row 35. This is what it looks like. And then chain 1, leave a little tail and you can cut the yarn off. Now we will just repeat the pattern from here to complete the back piece of the overall. So from here you need to repeat from round 28 to 35 to complete the back piece. Just repeat the pattern and meet me back there at the end. Now I have completed the back piece of the overall, and from here we are going to create the straps of the work. Now we will remove the stitch markers and then we will get started with the straps of the overall. This is what we have completed so far. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn your work and work 3 double crochets from here. 1, 2, and 3. Again, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work and work 1 double crochet into each one of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Again, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, turn your work, 1 double crochet into each one of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. And this is what we need to repeat until we get the desired length of the work. I'm going to complete 11 rows altogether. So complete up to you get 11 rows of 3 double crochets and meet me back there. Now I have completed 11 rows of 3 double crochets, and then chain 1, leave a little tail and cut the yarn off. Now we are going to repeat the same thing to create the other strap as well. First we will go into the third chain from the starting point of the round here. So insert the hook into the third chain . And then we will join the yarn, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to work 1 double crochet into each one of the next 3 stitches over the tail of the work. 1, 2, 3, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn the work. Again 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Again chain 3 and 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Like that we are going to continue until we get 11 rows of 3 double crochets of the second strap. Now I have completed the second strap as well. And then chain 1, leave a little tail and cut the yarn off. Now we have completed the crochet part of the work. And then we can use the yarn needle to hide the tail of the work. So I'm gonna hide all the tails by using the yarn needle. And then I will show you how to attach the buttons. I'm gonna take a piece of yarn and thread the yarn needle, and this is how I'm gonna attach the buttons into the work. Just like that, we are going to attach the other button as well. After that, we can use the yarn needle to hide the tails of the work. This is what the final project will look like. I hope you enjoyed creating this and the instructions are clear for you. Thank you very much for watching.